Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a video for you showing you how I update my planners after every week of planning in my tiny little planner, which is a Filofax M5. I always start with my work planner because I feel like there's a lot more things to write down in this planner, but lately I feel like the home planner has taken the lead in terms of the amount of information that I'm supposed to write or transfer. So this is not last, or rather not the last layout video that I showed you. This was the week before, and this was the self-care integration into a productivity layout. Wow, that's long. And this is how I'm using it. So I do have to-dos, but I didn't quite do quite a lot of things because I was ill the first few days of the week, and you know that always throws off my productivity when I start the week when I'm ill on a Monday, and I'm just writing down how I spent the day and which emails I'm able to answer, and I guess a little bit of documenting feelings and things, which is usually what I do if I have a space. And I'm kind of thinking maybe I should make that into, or take those into its own area so that I have a space to just write down about feelings. There is going to be a lot of feelings since this is a high stress work, and ignoring stress, ignoring quite a lot of the negative things is just going to make it even more impactful, or will have a bigger impact on my health, physical and mental. So I wanted to bring attention to that, because I think there are quite a lot of people, especially if you are doing your PhD or in grad school or in academia, there will be some feelings, and there's quite a lot of fear in academia. You just don't see it. And it's funny how a lot of people say that people with PhDs or are working in academia are not very humble people, and that they are, I guess, they're not nice. They're like, they have a tendency to be Karens, very aggressive. They're always right. A lot of the times, well, there are people who are like that. I wouldn't say that there aren't any, but that we are not all like that. And actually, a lot of people in academia are very trained to be meek and follow a lot of rules. And I guess I'll talk more about that the next time that I update my archival notebooks. Actually, the Hobonichi weeks has now become archives because I'm reconfiguring my desk, and I currently only have space for tiny planners to be open on my desk. So both the work planner, which is a Hobonichi Weeks Mega, and this planner, which is a regular one, they do live in my desk, but they cannot stay open. So I would occasionally update them at the end of the day, but if I'm really busy, they get updated at the end of the week. Now, why don't I just use them, or why do I spend the time at the end of the week to update these planners? That is because I am working with a Micro 5, which only has 5 rings. The brand is a Filofax, and it's called the Filofax Mini because it's really tiny. And I don't have a lot of space if I keep that for an entire year, so I will continuously switch to fresh new inserts. Now, the details that I've written down in those inserts needs to go somewhere. I could, of course, compile them somewhere else, but I prefer to just go through the notes very carefully and transfer all the pertinent information. And I guess that's a way for me to look back through the days that the days that had passed, and give a small assessment here and there. So this one is my social media planner, and I'm able to review what I did, especially because this has a lot of content, and just so I'm aware of the type of contents that I have posted most recently and work with that. And of course, because this incorporates a lot of self-care. Within the productivity spread, I do have points of improvement already incorporated within this spread, within this layout, and I think that really is going to help me with how I'm making these videos. Now, unfortunately, I'm not able to post a video on Sunday, and this one is coming out tomorrow, Wednesday, so I missed 2 videos already. But I really don't mind, because I'm really happy with the content that I'm coming out with. And this is the last planner that we're going to go through. This is the Hobonichi Weeks regular as well. Another soft cover, but this one is a true soft cover, not like the pink one that I showed you. That one really is a pain to work with. I'm not gonna get any more of that kind of Hobonichi Weeks anymore in the future, but I will get, or probably will get, another one of these. So this is the white line. So this is one of the more famous and very stable, I would say. This will come out every year, definitely. It's very popular. So the white line in black. There's also a white line in ivory, and I used that for 2018, maybe 2019, I forget, but a couple of years now. So this is my home planner, and this is, as I've said, has space for quite a lot of things, because I want to track quite a lot of home stuff. I want to improve home things, because I'm spending so much time at home. I am working from home. I have been working from home for quite a while, especially when I got back from Australia to the Philippines, and now I'm really just working from home exclusively. I no longer have to go places, and I think that's a good thing. And because I'm spending so much time at home, I want to improve my home life, and that's why I'm tracking so much. I'm doing so much. I'm doing all the chores and things. My husband also works, so it's just me and the cats most of the time, and I think that this layout's really good. There are quite a few changes that I will be making in the next layout, I feel like. But I definitely will be keeping the meal planning. I hope that I'm able to keep up with it, because I feel like this is a really nice thing to look back at. But the problem with this is that I almost always neglect updating even my micro 5, even my Filofax mini. I don't always write down the things that I eat, and I think that I have to build that habit, really, to be aware of what I have eaten. I think I've said this in another video, that my husband and I, our love language is food. We love eating out. We love experiencing the world through the wonderful food that it can offer us. So I want a meal track, really, because we have to stop going out all of the time. That's just not good. So hopefully by next month we have improved that. Actually, we're starting to get really good with not eating out as much. And I also have a little self-care section, and I think that's really fun. I have a wellness planner now, so that's not going to be in this planner for much longer. I think this is still going to be there in the next Plan With Me, which is something I'm posting on Thursday. But for self-care, it will have its own planner, because this has to really be better. In terms of trackers, I do have my cleaning tracker, which now I think should be expanded, because there are quite a few things that I have been neglecting that I shouldn't be neglecting at all. So I will have space for that in the future, and I'm showing you here this. I feel like this is a crayon. I do not know what it is, but it has the texture of crayon, so it clearly is crayon, but fancy. It's not your crayon that you use when you're younger. It's an adult crayon. It comes in that cartridge, and you twist the cartridge, and then stuff comes out and you use it. And then we also have the meal plan. As I've mentioned, this is really good. I do hope I keep up with this. I like also doing this, because I like looking at this list and seeing all the places that we've been to, because we do not post our culinary adventures on social media. So sometimes we forget, like, unless, we pass by that restaurant again, hey, didn't we eat there that one time? And things like that. So I want to write it down. Actually, we had lunch at a really famous restaurant, 𝔼𝕉𝕉 III, for it was a lunch thing, so I didn't need reservation. It was wonderful. So here at the very bottom and in all of the planners, I've put the focus of this week and next week together. And I'm just writing it down here. So I want to be guided by what I write down in next week focus to build my layout for the coming week. So that's how I choose my layout. I always start with focus, and then that's when I think about the kind of layout that I will need. I always personalize my layout according to what I will need, and this is just some ideas that you can also incorporate in your own planning, but you need to modify it in order for it to work for you. So I guess I'll talk more about that in the next video. But thank you so much for watching. If you like these kinds of videos, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want some more planning videos, please subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you in the next one.